Hello, Facebook, my beautiful friends and family. I want to do a quick video and talk to you guys about my water being frozen for the past week. It froze in my kitchen, only the cold water. And my dad's been really sick. He does everything for me. So I didn't really want to bother him because he was sick, so I just kind of let it go. So anyways, we needed to do the dishes. So what we would do, we would just run the water, really hot water, and then we would let it, cool down for a few hours. And then I had these gallons of water. I had like 4 brand new ones back there. But whenever I was in active addiction, I would take those gallons of water and I would like fill up a little pan full of water, because half the time, most of the time, I did not have running water because I didn't pay my bills. So anyways, I would have that extra water so I could heat it up and I could like take a whore bath. That's terrible, but I did. So anyways, I had 4 brand new gallons back there that were unused. And, so that's how we rinsed the dishes once, because we didn't have no water and it was just hot water, and it was so hot that it would burn us. So we couldn't rinse it with that. So we would wash it and then I would just pour onto the dishes and put them into the strainer. Well, I didn't bother my dad with it. Well, then the other day, it's been almost a week and I was like, that's what crazy. The water, it's been warm. It's warmed up. So it should have unfroze by now. So anyways, and this is my bathroom. And I have the table, and then I have all his tools and stuff underneath. This is all of our makeup and all that. We got our little makeup plank here. It's a little magnet board. But anyways, I had to move all this stuff into my bedroom to be able to take this plank up. Because I just have plyboard down. Once I take, my kitchen's on the other side of this wall. So if I take this plank up, usually it unthaws within like 20 minutes. So I moved everything, which took me half the day. Waylon helped me because he's a freaking trooper. But anyways, it took me half the day. And we moved it up, and I left it up for like 3 hours and nothing happened. So then I got under there and I started looking, and there was like little wet pockets like filled up underneath there. And I was like, oh no, something's leaking. So I turned everything off and I listened, and I didn't hear anything running or anything. So I called my dad because, like I said, he does everything for me. If something's broke, if I need something done, my dad is always there for me. I do not know what I would do with my dad. I'm so, so grateful to have him. And anyways, so I ended up having to call him, but he's been very, very sick. So I didn't really want to bother him. So I only bothered him when I absolutely had to. So anyways, I call him and he comes straight down, and we spend because I opened the floor up at like 2, and then it was up until like 6 and nothing happened. So then he come in at 6 and we worked on it till like almost 10, we had this huge heater and we went underneath there trying to get it all unthawed. Did it from outside, did it from under the sink, nothing. So I'm like, Dad, it's really not a big deal. Go ahead and go home and get some sleep. We'll work on it again tomorrow. So he does, and then he comes back today, and he's like, I thought about this all night, and he's like, I think that we need to see if the water spigot outside works. And I'm like, well, I think it does, because, that's where we water the dog and stuff, and I'm pretty sure it's been working. And he's like, are you serious? Why didn't you tell me that? And I was like, well, I didn't think about it, because, like, my kitchen sink's here, and then right on the other side of the wall is the spigot, like, right there. And he's like, well, then it has to be, like, the problem has to be from there to there, because it works there, So I'm like, oh, I never thought of that. But anyways, so he takes it apart and he blows on it. And I have city water, I remind you. So, I mean, if I had like, well water, that would be one thing. Because, yeah, you're going to get stuff in there and the filter or whatever might happen. But city water, that shouldn't happen. But he takes it apart and he blows on it. And you can hear it ting when he blows it out. And puts it back together, and it's working like a jewel. So I just want to tell you, if you have city water, just watch out if you live here locally, because I know that happened to my brother as well. There was something in his filter and it clogged it up, and the water wouldn't work. So if your water is not frozen and you can't figure out what it is, take it apart underneath the sink there and make sure there's nothing in the filter, So, and that's really all I want to tell you. So but I love you all, and I hope you're having a blessed day, blessed week, and God bless.